to hear from people. I do have the comment section on Facebook. I do not have the comment section going yet on YouTube, but I certainly am ready to make this broadcast. I'm sorry, I thought that everything was up and running over on my YouTube channel. I just checked it now and it was not. So I do have also the chat section is available in YouTube, and I'll try and flip back and forth, but it is a challenge with running it on two networks. And the reason I'm running it on two is the Facebook page is the Waupun official baseball page, and my live stream channel is the channel that helps me gain popularity. And as I gain popularity, I get certain privileges that come through YouTube. So the more people that I can get to subscribe to my channel as well, the better off that I am. So you are listening. I'm going to see if I can get in the back. Anybody from Green Lake to cooperate with us to be able to turn on the power so that we were able to do our testing of our equipment and make sure that we got everything set up. But so Steve, I'm sure, is over there by himself scrambling to try and get things going here. I do have, again, tapping into their feed here shortly. One of the other things, again, you remember this is completely an amateur broadcast. I do the best that I can to make sure that I can provide you with the best view possible. Many of you know that my son Caleb played Waupun baseball. I started all the way in Little League when we first moved here in 2006. It was the year that we moved here. My first year in Waupun was 2005. And ever since then, I've really been trying to be a strong proponent of all of the youth programs that we have here in Waupun, especially the ones that Caleb participated in. My daughter did not participate in. She did some of the earlier stuff. She did a little bit of softball, didn't like it. Tried some basketball. She just did not have that competitive bone in her body. But she ended up going into dance. And a huge shout out right now. I know that Coach Missy Dirkson's not listening, but huge shout out to her, what she has done with the Warriorettes program. And my daughter absolutely fell in love with that, and I became a dance dad and loved that as well. So I'll continue to be checking in on the AM 11.
Previous game took a little while to get this ball game in the Class A American Legion Regional Baseball Tournament. Waupun sitting at 2-0 in the tournament. One of those wins was a forfeit, but they won 13-0 yesterday against Fox Lake Randolph. Took care of business against them. So a nice job by Legion Post 210 yesterday, and sitting real good with pitching. Because limited pitching on how many pitches you can have, and that can really something you really got to play with when you get into a tournament. So Waupun getting set to take on American Legion Post 2-8-2 out of Markesan in this ball game. Markesan winning both of their games so far in the tournament. Markesan winning the first game 9-0 over Fox Lake Randolph, and then they won yesterday, last night. If they had all the lights on here or not, if they could get them on, but it was 7, 6, and 8 innings that they knocked off Ripon. And the loser of this ball game will be playing against Ripon at 4 o'clock. The winner will be playing at 1 o'clock tomorrow. So what will that take? If you want your day to be over here and go out and be by a pool or something like that, head out to Green Lake and do a little boating or something like that, you can do that. Or the Markesan people will probably go to Little Green over in that area and cool off over there. But Waupun is the visiting team. They will be batting first. And we'll see if we can get all their numbers as they come on out, because it just didn't come through for me, and Sendills usually cuts them over. So we'll take care of that. Got the Hickens here. They can help me too. They can move the spotters out here for me. I got Markesan as well. So we're going to take a look defensively at Markesan. Legion Post 282 out there on the field right now. The home team, Brady Belter, right-handed pitcher on the mound for Markesan. Caleb Stroll is the catcher. Gavin Gilbertson is at first base. Trevor Roberts at second. Bryce Liedl is the shortstop, and Hayden Quaid is over at third base. And we are ready to go. We'll tell you the outfielders are in just a bit here. First up to bat is Austin Weiss. You know, one guy that didn't get a hit yesterday, hit the ball hard, but kept on hitting it at people. Waupun had 11 hits in that first inning against Fox Lake Randolph. This one's on the ground over towards third base. Quaid bobbles the ball over there, and safe over at first base for Waupun is Tyler Fromholz. That's why you run those things out. And there on the third baseman. And Jaden White up to bat now. One of the guys that came back after having a year in college. Called strike one on the first pitch into Jaden. And Fromholtz over at first base. Nobody out, no score here in the beginning of the game. Fromholtz goes, third out of second base, and in time gets underneath the tag. According to the base hump. So now runner at second base for Waupun. These two teams played a couple of close games this year. Waupun winning both of them 2-1 or 1-0, I should say, and 2-0 in the two games they played. So it's a couple evenly matched teams that'll be going at it here. Ball game trying to become the only undefeated team in the tournament. The winner will be. Hard hit ball, and that's going to get past third base. It's fair. It's going down the line, and Fromholtz rounds third base. They save the throw, and RBI single for Jaden White. He smoked that one right down the line. Umpire to get out there and make sure everybody knows that was a fair ball. Getting himself an RBI. Jaden Waupun on the board first, leading 1-0. Post 210 now, Braden Sanders. Another one of the guys they brought back from having a year off, but hitting the ball pretty good. Even shaved his mustache from the first night. We're giving him a little grief about that. And they won't go any further into the mustache or facial hair discussion. We had trouble with that the other day, but Braden Sanders up to bat now. Stuffed a few hits in that game yesterday. And this was a hard hit ball out towards center field, but right at Baining, the center fielder, Josh Baining, gets underneath it, hauls it in, keeps the runner at first base. And Noah Garrettson steps up to the plate now for post 210. Go over to first base. Not in time. White dives back in time. And there always that one guy that you can hear right across the field every year. You can name him off almost every year. Who was it this year? Wyatt? Who was his Wyatt? Okay. There's always somebody. So one down for post 210, one run in. Top of the first inning, White goes, slides, and he does get there. He kind of looked like he was going to go head first, and then he kind of scooted his body out towards the pitcher and went in with his foot and got in. Not a bad throw. Just a pretty nice slide there from Jaden White to get to second base. Not sure what we'll see on the mound. If we'll see the batter, Noah Garrettson, on the mound for post 210. It's a hard shot. That's out at the left center field. That's going to score another run. White is going to head home, and Garrettson will hold up at first base with an RBI single. A nice job by Jaden White to steal a base and get himself in position to score. Waupun opens up a 2-0 lead. RBI single for Noah Garrettson. A little quieter in the dugout because Wyatt Paul's up to bat right now. The runner at first base. Throw over to first. Probably won't see Garrettson taking off the second. Unless it's a pass ball or something. Fromholtz and White definitely have lost a lot of speed. Good job by the catcher Stroll. Down in the dirt. Right into his glove. Keeps the runner at first. That one popped in the air out towards left field. Jaden Walker out there and hauls it in for the out. Two down now for post 210. 2 runs in, runner at first. And Evan Sauer steps to the plate for post 210. A great year, just finished his freshman year, but on varsity He is their catcher for the high school season. Pitch down in the dirt. Stopped by the catcher. Keeps the runner at first. 2-0 Waupun on your new medical integrated healthcare scoreboard. Throw over to first base, not in time. Yeah, I didn't mention yet, right fielder is Aiden Schick. Throw over to first. And safely back again is Garrettson. Upon getting a bye in the first round, as Amro came with not a full roster, and a couple of guys that weren't on their roster, and they had to submit that back in the end of June. He did play a little scrimmage. Here's one on the ground and out towards just past the shortstop out in the left field. And another single for Waupun. 3 base hits here in the first inning for Waupun post 210. They're now at first and second base with 2 down, 2 runs in. Who's up to bat with their numbers on the front of their jersey. Going to get past the catcher, but not enough for the guys to get over to second and third base. With a couple in scoring position, and Austin Weiss, who spent some time on the top of the batting order, kind of slid down during the season, kind of back and forth. Next pitch into him misses. 3-0 the count to Austin. Said he hit the ball hard yesterday, just only way to add somebody. Next pitch taking all the way, called strike, throw it down to third base. Not in time. Hit it close, so nice snap throw. Over to third base. Yeah, we get a little pop-up canopy tent city here. We have 3 right in a row, 4 right, 3 right in a row. Throw to shortstop and safe over at first. Good hustle up the baseline, and that scores a run. And the throw over to third base. Well, the runner fell down on the way going home. But a nice job. Nice play over at short, actually, by Bryce Leadle. He had to go a long way behind second base to get it. Tried to get that third out at first. Was just a bit late on that. That allowed a run to come in. And then after a bad throw to third base, allowed the other run come in. So 2 more runs in for Waupun, now leading 4-0. By Austin Weiss. Well, standing over at second base after that errant throw to third base, and then getting a plunge with the ball on the next pitch in is Dane Stelsel. So Dane Stelsel hit by a pitch. And he's got a timeout. Folks going to head out and going to settle his Markesan team out down right now. But boy, Waupun, what a nice start for them. 4 base hits. One player just hit by a pitch. 4 runs in, leading 4-0 at the top of the first inning. A little different than the last meetings the 2 teams have had. But
once again, you're listening to AM 1170's broadcast with Steve Winterhack. I've tapped into the radio station because we haven't been able to figure out how to get enough of a cord to run from where he's broadcasting and where I'm putting the camera in. So I apologize for the static. Up now is Trent Ferris.
Still threatening yet with runners at first and second base, 2 down. Ball was pulled up and then out of play over on the left field side. Trent Ferris up to bat now for post 210. One pitch. On the ground and on the ground foul by Ferris. Puts the count now at 0-2. Good speed over at second base for Waupun. Austin Weiss over there. He could fly. It's a chance. This one's going to miss low and away. Bad place to put that. See if he chases it, lays off it. Count is now 1-2. hit right in the middle of the lower back. Now the next pitch in with a 1-2 count. The two batters in a row being hit by a pitch. And that will load up the bases. And it will also bring top of the order up to bat with Tyler Fromhold stepping to the plate. Got it with an error over at third base to get things going for post 210. Ended up scoring. First pitch into him is going to miss high for ball 1. Tom like to get greedy here, try to get a few more runs yet. The base is loaded. Count is now 1-1. Taking all the way was Fromhold. Fastball, no offer, and a called strike. Count is now 1-1. Next pitch misses. Got 2-1 for the count. Two batters in a row hit by a pitch. 4 base hits, 1 error. Here's a hard hit ball, and that's going to make it up to left field, and that is a fair ball. And Waupun trying to score 2, and they will do it. 2 RBIs on that for Tyler Fromhold's line shot right down the third base line. The first inning kind of reminds me a little bit of the Randolph game yesterday. Waupun had 11 runs in that inning, in that first inning. Winners have first and second base. And Jaden White throw over to second base and not in time. Close plays on throws by the pitcher, trying to get some guys on the bases, and the catcher post throw over at third base. Waupun just barely getting back to the limit of where they can be on their leadoff. Again, Waupun with 6 runs here in the first inning, 5 hits. This is the 11th batter of the inning for post 210. 1-1 to count on Jaden White. He had that single earlier in the inning and then scored. And an RBI with that. Hard hit ball down towards left field, and a nice job by Jaden Walker to come in and get it, but not before Waupun comes up with 5 hits. A couple players hit by pitches, just 1 error in the inning, actually a couple with a throwing error. And Waupun put 6 across the plate after 1/2 of inning here in Green Lake. Waupun leading 6-0, and I'll be back right after this with the bottom half of inning number 1 on The Source.
A reputation for being the best, the toughest zero-turn mower ever made doesn't come easy. It's earned by a precision cut, a perfectly manicured lawn, a job well done. It's earned by outworking, outperforming, and outdoing with horsepower, handling, and versatility. It's heavy-duty built quality and cutting power that means business. Introducing Bobcat zero-turn mowers. Bring tough to turf. Waupun Equipment Company, with locations in Waupun and Watertown. Your official Bobcat dealer. Log on WaupunEquipment.com. It's Waupun Equipment Company.
Are you missing out on what should be the best times of your life? Does chronic joint pain prevent you from doing things you love? This is Dr. Randy Blahovia at the New Medical Center. What if I told you I have the solution to your problem?
Hi, my name is Karen. I was treated at the New Medical Center for pain in both of my knees. I received regenerative medicine for approximately 12 weeks. I can do everything that I couldn't do before. It's lightened the load for my husband. My grandkids are thrilled. I can play games on the floor with them again. I can do whatever I want to do. I had great treatment here. I had great physical therapy. My body just feels completely balanced out now. I would absolutely recommend this.
If you suffer from debilitating joint pain, learn how regenerative medicine with stem cells can get you back to living your best life. 160 Gateway Drive in Waupun.
Call New Medical Center for regenerative medicine. 920-249-8757. That's 920-249-8757.
Your health is our mission.
And we are back in Green Lake. First inning for Waupun, 5 hits. There was a few errors by Markesan and a couple of the batters hit by a pitch. 6-run score for post 210 in that first inning of play. Now leads 6-0. And we'll see what Markesan can do in answer to that. Aiden Schick will start things up, the right fielder, followed by Bryce Liedl and Trevor Roberts, their first three batters. And the winner will be playing at 1 o'clock tomorrow. The loser will be playing against Ripon coming up at 4 o'clock today.
Just a reminder, you are listening to AM 1170 on the broadcast.
Ball the first pitch into Aiden Schmidt.
And I've got the best that I can give you for sound.
Holds on the mound.
Unfortunately, the radio station that I've tapped into, I cannot get a decent reception from AM 1170. So you're going to have a little bit of that static in the background. I apologize for that. If it gets too annoying here, I'll stop. I'm waiting to see. I haven't seen any comments that have said that it's way too annoying that I should do the broadcasting myself, so I'm going to hold off on that and let Steve go.
Braden Sanders. The chopper records third, but it'll be foul. Braden Sanders is at shortstop. Dane Stelsel is the third baseman. Glenn Ferris in left field. Jaden White in center field, and Wyatt Paul, the right fielder. 1-2 the count of the leadoff batter for Markesan, Aiden Schmidt. It stays alive in the next pitch in. Took a little off that one. Swung the bat, fouled it back to see another pitch. Count is 1-2 yet for Aiden Schmidt. Fastball looks like that might have maybe missed a little bit outside. It's a count at 2-2. Waupun sitting pretty good with pitchers and pitch count, and chases a curveball and swings and misses out of the catcher's glove, and they throw it to first to get the out, so a strikeout for Aiden Schmidt to get things going here defensively for Waupun. That'll bring up Bryce Liedl, their shortstop, right-handed hitter. And this happened to Waupun with first batter, but an error over at third base allowed the Bromholtz to get on. And that one curves right in and drops right into the strike zone. Called strike. No offer from Liedl. Trevor Roberts awaiting on deck. Pitch will miss low. 1-1 the count to Liedl. Again, Tyler Bromholtz on the mound for post 210. Pitch. That's going to miss a little bit outside. Right down the first base line, just past first base behind the fence here. Also misses, puts the count now at 3-1. Actually, right by the end of the bleachers were into the Markesan cheering section. That's their dugouts on this side. That's where they set up. I just set up here because that's where the electricity is. 3-1 pitch. And takes on it. Called strike. Now makes it a full count. 3-2 the count. One down. Nobody on for Markesan. Here's the pitch from Bromholtz. He's going to miss outside on the fastball. And he just used a walk on that. The runner at first base, one down. And Trevor Roberts, the second baseman, steps to the plate. In that number 3 slot. Definitely one of those days, especially with all the equipment they send me with now. You definitely use a computer and phone, a hotspot here, a mixer board. Definitely needs to be under canopy, thanks to Jeff Sauer. He had brought an extra one along. I stole my daughter the last couple of days, but now my 8-year-old grandson has a baseball tournament today in Columbus, so she needed it for that. And Jeff had himself another shelter for me. 2-0 the count to Roberts. Good heat there by Bromholtz. Challenging Roberts on that one, a swing and a miss. Yeah, the EAA planes are flying over and taking a good look at Green Lake on their way up to Oshkosh. We head out towards right field. Going back is Wyatt Paul. Sets up, hauls it in. Nice job by Wyatt. Kind of a easy stroll out there to, like it's going to probably find its way in, but he gets there and makes it look pretty easy out there in right center field. Good job by Wyatt. For a fly up, we're out number 2. Runner stays at first base. Having Gilbertson up to bat, left-handed hitter, good-sized kid on the mound or the plate right now. Pitch into him is fouled out of play for strike 1. 6-0 Waupun on your new medical integrated healthcare scoreboard. I was trying to get Randy to say that, but he never wants to say that. So that's my job. Don't give me the evaluation of the game, what's going on. I'm not going to remember to say for one thing. The runner heads over to second base. We're in scoring position now for Markesan. Get something on the board here, trailing 6-0, 2 down. And Gilbertson a high chopper and easily picked up by Weiss. Throws the first to get the out. So Waupun shuts out Markesan in the bottom half of inning number 1. 1 walk issued, 1 runner stranded, 1 strikeout. Nobody scores after 1 complete. Waupun leading 6-0. Back with the top of the second inning right after this on your source for sports.
The Hour Bob in Waupun is a great place to meet friends. Owners Bob and Tana invite you to join them for their daily specials, great atmosphere, and excellent entertainment. Enjoy the music of Dave Sicantelli at 3 o'clock this Saturday. And on Saturday, July 31st, Jackie Ernst will be performing at 3 o'clock. There's no better place to cheer on the Brewers and Team USA. TV everywhere you look. After today's game, head down to the Hour Bar, 433 East Main Street, Waupun. They support American Legion Post 210 baseball.
It's Jeep Freedom Days at Home and Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram in Waupun and Ripon. A new 2021 Jeep Wrangler Unlimited Sahara. Yours for only $49,990. A new 2021 Jeep Compass Altitude 4x4. Yours for only $30,240. A new 2021 Jeep Renegade Latitude 4x4. Yours for only $26,538. Check out our great selection at homeandauto.com. We want to make you feel at home at Home and Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram in Ripon and Waupun.
Plus tax, title, and dealer service fee, subject to approved credit.
Once again, you are listening to AM 1170's broadcast. The only way that we can do that broadcast is if I tap into an actual radio. And unfortunately, I don't have a high-quality radio anymore that has AM and an antenna to be able to pick up. So this is the best reception that I can get. So what I would like to hear from you, though, is if you could go to Facebook and post a comment. Let us know where you're listening to, who your favorite player is, and who you're cheering for. I'd be glad to bring some shout-outs here in between innings. As we get ready here for the top of the second inning, leading off is Braden Sanders for Waupun.
Coming up to post 210, Braden Sanders will lead off, followed by Noah Gerritsen and Wyatt Paul. Half of the second inning, Waupun leading 6-0. Grady Belter still on the mound for post 282. A lot of planes flying over, of course, EAA going on. I'm not sure if they start tomorrow or on Monday. I think Monday. They actually officially start, but a lot of planes flying in right now. Pitch into the Braden goes past him. Pitcher back to the backstop. See a lot of those when you live in Waupun, you got the prisons there, and a lot of those planes like to fly back and forth there, just kind of looking down on the correctional facilities in the city of Waupun. Yeah. Another player hit by a pitch. A familiar spot right in the middle lower back area. But Sanders will a slow walk. It stung just a little bit. Yeah, 2 days ago he had a full mustache. See that from all trimmed up and now kind of a tender spot in the lower back. The first batter gets on. Braden Sanders hit by a pitch. That'll bring up Noah Gerritsen. Hard single back in the first inning. 7 batters for Waupun in that first inning. 6 runs scored, 5 hits, a couple errors for Markesan. A couple people hit by a pitch. Number 8 and 9 of the batting one. You don't want to do that with the bottom 2 guys in the order. 1-0 pitch. Right at the knees. Called strike. No offer from Noah. Count is now 1-1. Kind of a crazy one of those humid days. You don't know. This is a hard hit ball out towards center field. It's going to go over the top of the center fielder. It looked like he was all set up to haul it in, and next thing you know, it's over his head, and it's too late. And Garrison heading over to second base has himself a double. Runners now at second and third base. He smoked that one. You know those low hits out to any outfielder out there. It's hard to judge the distance. And I think Josh Manning was all set up to haul it in. Next thing you know, he's running back, and it was over his head all the way back out to the fence. We have single and a double for Noah Garrison. Trip out to the mound, and we are going to have a pitching change. We're going to take a break. Now that is going on. Waupun leading 6-0. Top of the second inning. Runners at second and third with nobody out. Be back right after this on the Source.
Dentistry of Wisconsin has exciting news to share. They have officially moved into their brand new office in Waupun, and they have completely remodeled their Beaver Dam office too. Both offices featuring new state-of-the-art equipment and a relaxing and comforting environment. The Waupun office is now at 412 Shaler Drive, conveniently located off Highway 151. Dentistry of Wisconsin, where your smile is their business.
A reminder for everyone that Ben's Automotive is open Monday through Friday from 7 a.m. until 5 p.m. and on Saturdays by appointment only. Keeping your vehicle in tip-top running condition is essential.
Call 324-9962 for Ben's Automotive. Get the quality repair and maintenance services you need from the automotive technicians you can trust. Ben's Automotive at the corner of Carrington and Main Streets in beautiful downtown Waupun. Call 920-324-9962 to schedule your service or repair needs today. If you or your family member are looking for an assisted living facility that provides a safe home-like atmosphere.
Once again, you're listening to the broadcast on AM 1170 here from Ben Olkey Field in Green Lake. We have a pitching change here in the top of the second inning. You betcha, Kim, thank you for giving us that shout-out. Awesome. I'm glad that Lexi's over there playing. I did not know that. So shout out to Kim Garrettson, who's listening in Indiana. So please let me know where you're at and cheering for Noah. And Noah just hammered a good, solid double. That's his second hit of the game so far. He had a single and a double. So not a surprise. Noah playing really well, going to UW Parkside. And just on that personal note, Noah is such a great kid. Love hanging around with him. He's gone on a couple of family camping trips with us. New pitcher is going to be number 7, Jaden Walker. I take that back. That's not Jaden Walker. That's going to be number 7 is Hayden Quaid is going to be on the mound. We're going to go back to the AM 1170 broadcast. And again, I apologize for the huge static. That's the best that I can do as far as the broadcast here from the radio. And I'm trying to make a good partnership with the radio station. And there's going to be a base hit out to left field. So sorry I didn't get the camera out there. So Wyatt Paul, after flying out the first time up, is going to get a single as well and an RBI as he's going to score the run. So Waupun is up 7-0.
Started out with Braden Sanders being hit by a pitch. A double by Noah Garrettson, a single by Wyatt Paul to bring in that run. Wyatt takes off on the pitch and throw right back to the pitcher. And Wyatt to get over to second base. Yeah, thanks for joining us. Nice sunshiny day. Didn't start out that way. Showers earlier. Hit high in the air out towards center field. Coming in hard is Baining, a diving attempt, and it gets past his glove, and that's going to score another run for Waupun. Going pretty deep out there, and just had to make a flat-out run inside. Took a diving stab at it. Got by him. That's the base hit for Evan Sauer. That's an RBI for him. Waupun now leading 8-0, top of the second inning. Runners again at the corner for close to 10. We'll bring up Austin Weiss. He had a single and scored back in the first inning. Called strike and heading down. And they to the second baseman, Trevor Roberts, kind of snuck in behind the pitcher's mound and Got it and then threw it to third, but Wyatt Hall gets back safely. Runners at second and third base. I remember this 3 years ago when we were here back in 2018 and that run that Waupun had. And we had a lot of planes flying over. It was kind of neat to see them. Sometimes you get old squadrons with the old fighter planes flying over. And Hayden Quaid on the mound for Markesan. 6 in the first for Waupun and 2 runs in the second inning to make it 8-0. Another hard hit ball, but a good job by the second baseman. Roberts throws the first to get the out. And looks like they're going to get an out over at, safe drop the ball over at third base. They had him there, but the helmet of Waupun's runner over there. Evan Sauer didn't like the ball, I think, out of his glove, and now he's safe over there. A run comes in for Waupun. 3 runs in the inning. Waupun leading 9-0. Nice play, though, over at second base by Trevor Roberts. Hard hit ball and just picked it up. Stayed low and skipped to him, and he picked it up cleanly, got the out at first. So 1 down, and that'll bring up Dane Stelsel. The first of 3 guys to get hit by a pitch. Back in the first inning. Thrown down to the dirt. Hard hit ball again out to left field. Going to bring in another run. Well, he's got the bats going here. I know they had a little batting practice back in Waupun at 11 o'clock. Morning, and I already got here about 20 after 11 or so, but Bob Spanbauer had iced the arm down after throwing it to the whole team, as he normally does. Got a rubber arm. I don't know how he can keep doing it. He's like 65 or 70 years old or something. I don't know, maybe only 55. But his arm just keeps on going for batting practice. This time the ball bunted right back. Quaid, he'll throw over to first base, and that will advance the runner over to second base. And bring another run in for post 210. Do get the out. The run does come in. 4 runs in the inning. Now Waupun leading 10-0 here in the top of the second inning. Runner at second base for Waupun, and a couple outs on the board after that sac bunt. Tyler Frommel, top of the order up. Top one up, and still waiting to see if we get the canopy tested yet with a ball on top of it. Hopefully not. I don't mind as much this time because this was actually Jeff Sowers. It's not my daughter, so it's like a bigger trouble with that. Well, that one goes out of play over on the right field side. Still a runner at second base. 2 down. And that one off the bat of Tyler Frommel. Tyler heads down the line, hit by a pitch. He was kind of lobbed in there, so he got it a lot easier than Brayson Sanders had when he got hit. He was rubbing his back afterwards. Jaden White up to bat. Got a single, and he's lined out so far in the ball game. Both those in the first inning. Kind of hurting offensively at these games toward the end of the regular season, but they put some on. There's another hard hit ball out to left center field, and that's going to score another run for Waupun. Frommel heading over to third base, and an RBI single for Jaden White. He's seeing the ball well. Just a laser beam out to left center field. It scores the run. Another run comes in for post 210. Like I said, runners at the corners. 11-0 now in favor of Waupun. And loser will be playing right after this ball game, taking on Ripon. And the winner gets to take the rest of the night off. Come back to play at 1 o'clock tomorrow afternoon. Pitch misses high. 11-0 Waupun. What a great start for them. Can't ask for more than that. It looks like they weren't as focused toward the end of the season and low-scoring affairs. It's a hard hit ball over to past the left field. They're just going to make it all the way off the fence. Looks like Waupun's going to score. Well, they're going to hold up White over at third base, but a double for Braden Sanders. Showing he's not happy about getting nailed in the middle of the lower back earlier. So then he comes up and now he hits himself a double. And another RBI for him. Now leading at 12-0. Runners now at second and third base. And then another inning where I've got to don't have enough pages on my book here. Go into the second time, go into an extra inning. My score sheet. Which I don't like. I had the same one for the last couple books and I couldn't find that again. So now I've got a different one. That was user friendly, at least for me. Well, Garrettson up to bat. Noah's been stroking the ball pretty good. A single and a double so far. He scored a couple times. Hitting the ball hard. Number cleanup spot for Waupun. He was walked this time. Bases are now loaded. We're getting the free pass. Got Wyatt Paul. Wyatt had a single earlier this inning, an RBI single. 1 for 2 so far in the ball game. But he was third at bat just in the second inning. 12-0 favor Waupun. This is loaded from post 210. This pitch is going to miss low. I think our friends over at South Home Property on Main Street, Waupun. Scott, Amy, Gail, Don, Eunice. Buying a home, selling a home. For the people to see. They know how to navigate the market out there and help you find that house of your dreams. And give them a call. Give them a call at 920-324-5200. 314 East Main Street in Waupun. House of Home Property. That one catches the strike zone. No offer from Wyatt. He was ready to take a step down the first baseline. The strike call. It's the count now 3-1. And House Home Properties would like to wish post 210 good luck in the postseason run. Strike in the next one. Still no offer from Wyatt. Makes it a full count. 3-2 the count. Runners going on the full count. This is sliced over to first base. Picked up cleanly by Gilbertson. Touches first and gets the out, but not before Waupun throws another 6 on the board. Lead 12-0 after 1.5 innings. And we'll take a break. Come back to the bottom half of inning number 2 right after this on The Source.
Motor repair and replacement, pumps, pulleys, and belts, barn fans, distribution of Milwaukee tools, and more. With convenient locations in Oshkosh, Waupun, and Fond du Lac, WW Electric Motors are your trusted local business for electrical and mechanical apparatus services. Just like our area teams go, WW Electric Motors can make it go too. Over 65 years in the area.
At W&W Electric Motors.
Are you missing out on what should be the best times of your life? Does chronic joint pain prevent you from doing things you love? This is Dr. Randy Blahovic with New Medical Center. What if I told you I have the solution to your problem?
Hi, my name is Kelly. I was treated at the New Medical Center for a torn meniscus. I received regenerative medicine 12 weeks ago. Before the injection, I could barely walk, chase my grandson, go up and down steps, or get in and out of my truck. Now,
Welcome back to Ben Oki Field here in Green Lake. You are watching the Facebook live stream on Waupun Baseball. video live streams as well as Jeff's live stream on YouTube. I would appreciate it if you're on that YouTube, if you would subscribe to the page and like it. That helps me be able to do some certain things with the YouTube page to make it easier for you guys to find any broadcast that I might have coming up. Also, I apologize for the wind and the static. It is very windy here, so I do hear wind coming also from Steve Winterhack's mic. He does have a windscreen on as well as I do, but I do want to let you know also, please feel free to fill out those comments. Let me know where you're watching from and who you're cheering for. On the mound is Tyler Fromholtz here in the bottom of the second inning. Waupun already up 12-0. Barb Schrader, thank you for sending me the message. Watching it in the TV in the comfort of your apartment. That is a smart choice today, as we've got all kinds of humidity, but there's, thank goodness, there is a beautiful breeze that's actually out here, so it's not too bad. And listening to the planes coming in from the EAA, as Steve mentioned before, cheering for Waupun. So I apologize again for the static, doing the best that I can to make sure that you have an enjoyable experience and can see your post 210 Wild Turkeys continue to work their way through as they get ready to get to the national tournament, which they've automatically qualified for since it's going to be held in Waupun. But it certainly would be nice to see if they can get a state title. There's a good job there by Stelsel to pick that up over at third base. Dane Stelsel playing third today. Fires it over to Noah Garrettson to get the out. We're going to go back to AM 1170. On the call is Steve Winterhack.
Handling up Jane Walker, the left fielder. They got their hitting shoes on here today. 11 hits in the ballgame so far for post 210. While striking the first pitch in, no offer from Walker. That's Baning awaiting on deck for Markesan. He's hit the foul and drifts out of play. Everybody in the tent city here was waiting for the thing to hit up right above our heads here, but it's kind of nice, kind of cozy in here. Really, as long as we get a little breeze and we're out of the sun. And a call, strike three going down. Looking is Walker. That's the second strike out of the ball game for Tyler Fromholtz. That's hitting very good pitch count-wise, and maybe might be part of the reason Derek Stanky might be coming out to see what pitches Tyler has, but he can try to save on all the pitchers he can for tomorrow, the way things are going here. A little meeting on the mound with Derek Stanky and his infield and pitcher. Not sure if you get to that, I'm not sure how many pitches he's thrown. I don't keep track of that. It's the 30 pitch mark, and might be a time you want to take him up, or you might be past that too. I don't know. Maybe not. Actually, Waupun is going to bring in another pitcher. Got a pitching change, and we're going to take another break. Be back after this on The Source.
The Auerbach in Waupun is a great place to meet friends. Owners Bob and Tana invite you to join them for their daily special, great atmosphere, and excellent entertainment. Enjoy the music of Dave Sicantelli at 3 o'clock this Saturday. And on Saturday, July 31st, Jackie Ernst will be performing at 3 o'clock. There's no better place to cheer on the Brewers and Team USA. TVs everywhere you look. After today's game, head down to the Auerbach, 433 East Main Street, Waupun. They support American Legion Post 210 baseball.
It's Jeep Freedom Days at Holman Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram in Waupun and Ripon. A new 2021 Jeep Wrangler Unlimited Sahara. Yours for only $49,990. A new 2021 Jeep Compass Altitude 4x4. Yours for only $30,240. A new 2021 Jeep Renegade Latitude 4x4. Yours for only $26,538. Check out our great selection at HolmanAuto.com. We want to make you feel at home at Holman Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram in Ripon and Waupun.
You're looking at a pitching change here for Waupun as Conrad Davis is coming in, and he's going to be throwing. He threw a little bit yesterday as well, so one of the things that can happen here with this 12-0 lead is Waupun's able to save some of their pitchers.
A little off that one.
Internet access as well as
Watch it go by for
shutting down the computer on the live stream.
Ball was hit high in the air out towards right center field, and center fielder Josh Baning calls everyone off and hauls it in, and throw into third to keep the runner at second base.
So a huge apologies again to you for losing the stream. Apologize for that. Most of you know that I do this for fun, and obviously messed up a little bit in the broadcast there, so apologies to you.
Banning, when he's out there, can bring it back in the infield in a hurry. Top of the order now, Tyler Fromholtz coming up to bat. Down with an error and scored back in the first inning. His second at bat in the first inning, had a single with 2 RBIs, then hit by a pitch. Back in the second inning. This is his 4th at bat of the game. We're just in the 3rd inning. Getting 2 down. Runners at first and second. Next pitch is down in the dirt. Stoll stops it. What am I going to do if I have a night off tonight? Kind of plan on maybe possibly being here. Maybe we'll watch some more baseball. This is it out towards right center field. And that's going to score a run. It gives them the gap all the way out to the fence. And that's going to score 2 more runs for Waupun. They now lead this game 14-0. 2 RBIs off the bat of Tyler Fromholtz, getting all the way to second base, but a charge in the ball, the gap out in right center field. Himself a double and a couple RBIs. It'll help fill up your stats just a little bit. 14-0 Waupun, top of the 3rd inning. And Jaden White steps to the plate now. Jaden, a couple singles so far, 2 for 3 in the ball game. Been hitting the ball hard. He had a couple nice hits against Randolph. A real hard ball out to left field. Next at bat, real hard line drive out to right field. Kind of spraying him around just a little bit for Waupun. And this one's up the middle. It's going to drop in, and that's going to bring in another run for post. Kutank gets past the center fielder, and White's going to head over to second base. RBI on that, and an extra base as it got past the center fielder. One would have scored anyway with Fromholtz heading in. 6 runs in the first, 6 runs in the second, now 3 runs in the 3rd inning, and a 15-0 lead for Waupun. The Markesan team that you're going to probably see coming up tomorrow. Don't let your head get too confident with a 15-0 lead that you have with them in the 3rd inning. They're going to bring it coming up tomorrow. They have played 2 close games against Waupun. That one, it's Brady Sanders. Hopefully not the same exact spot as the other one did, but lower middle back again. And he's been hit twice in the ball game. Sanders hit by a pitch. Runners now at first and second base. With about 6 Waupun batters hit by pitches so far. And let's pick up by the shortstop on a hit ball over there to Liedl, and he gets the out over at second base, but not before Waupun puts 3 more across the plate. Lead 15-0 after 2.5 innings. Back with Markesan's half of inning number 3 right after this on The Source.
A reputation for being the best, the toughest Euro-turn mower ever made doesn't come easy. It's earned by a precision cut, a perfectly manicured lawn, a job well done. It's earned by outworking, outperforming, and outdoing with horsepower, handling, and versatility. It's heavy-duty built quality and cutting power that mean business. Introducing Bobcat Zero-Turn Mowers. Bring tough to turf. Waupun Equipment Company, with locations in Waupun and Watertown. Your official Bobcat dealer. Log on WaupunEquipment.com. It's Waupun Equipment Company.
You put a lot of thought in every detail of your new home, including the flooring. Or you finally decided on the perfect flooring to add life to your current home. Your next move is to call Daryl Van de Zandt at BZ Flooring to install it for you. He is fully insured and has been in the business for over 14 years, including starting BZ Flooring over 3 years ago. Daryl can install your new carpet, tile, LVT, LVP, and backsplash. Call BZ Flooring at 920-210-4909 to get a free estimate. That's 920-210-4909. Municipal Well and Pump is a leading Midwestern contractor for municipal.
Welcome back here to Ben Oakey Field here in Green Lake. As you can see on the scoreboard, Waupun leads 15-0 here going into the bottom of the third. And what is fantastic about that is I had expected, I had hoped not, but I had planned that I would be here for back-to-back games, as the loser of this game was going to be spending time having to play again in the loser's bracket. But with Waupun winning, they're going to be able to get out of this heat, go rest up, and come back tomorrow and play for the championship with their only loss. Now, they could still play 2 games tomorrow. The loser here is going to be playing Ripon in this next game. You can see now on the mound pitching for Waupun is Conrad Davis. Davis came in again. He did some pitching yesterday. He's come in already to do some more pitching today. To continue with the pitch count as long as he didn't throw 30. You can see every once in a while Wyatt Paul's popping into my camera view here with the scoreboard, and as he tries to get ready for each one of the pitches coming in, so apologize for that. Continuing to work here, Conrad struggling a little bit right now to find that strike zone. Down 3-0 in the count. I also am using a MiFi, so I'm not exactly sure how well the broadcast is coming across. So again, my apologies for losing you. But if you still would send me those comments about where you're watching from and who you're cheering for, let us know. I do have the chat available on YouTube as well, so if you could do that, that would be fantastic. I'll be able to give some of those shout-outs. You have been listening to AM 1170's broadcast with Steve Winterhack, and I'll continue to bring that in, and I apologize again for the static that's there. The way that this works, unless I can tap in directly to Steve's feed from where he is broadcasting from, and I'm up the line. That's hit over here to Noah Gerritsen. Bobbles it a little bit. Davis wasn't there to cover, and the base runner is going to beat out the throw and get on base, as that's a mistake by Waupun. So that's going to go down as an error on Noah Gerritsen. And then Conrad Davis forgetting to come over and cover, as Noah had that one. Allows the runner to get on by an error. So Davis has a runner here at first. Here in the bottom of the third inning, Markesan has not. I think they've had one runner prior to this. So this is their second runner on base, and nobody has gone past first base here in the bottom of the third inning. 15-0 is the score. So we're going to come back to Steve Winterhack's broadcast just so that you are able to see and hear what a professional broadcast listens like.
Stand here. 15-0 lead for Waupun. Finishing touches by Rich. That's one of our sponsors, Rich Osterhaus, who lives in Markesan. All popped up being short at left field, and the shortstop, Braden Sanders, goes back and hauls it in for the out. Rich does a great job supplying flooring at a very good price and top quality stuff. Luxury vinyl tile, luxury vinyl plank, carpeting, hardwood floors. They'll design your cabinets for you. They'll design your countertops for you. He's a sponsor of Waupun Sports, even though he is a Markesan resident. Pays taxes over there. Finishing touches by Rich. I think over 100 styles and colors to choose from. The luxury vinyl plank, I've got some of that in my house. There's some carpeting from his place and a countertop from his place. Again, thanks to Rich Osterhaus for sponsoring Post 210 baseball and the other sports he sponsors during the season. So one down, runner at first base. Nice Lidl up the bat. I don't know where you're going to get the call a game from. I was kind of hoping we'd be behind home plate. We knew that coming in. We wouldn't, from being here 3 years ago. It's a little bit easier to see the switches that go on to the teams than kind of looking down the fence line here. But you get what you get. I'm not Bob Uecker. They put me underneath a canopy and run down the line and keep them out of the sun. Sitting with good people. So. Pitch. Fastball misses ankle high. Let's see what the wife has planned for me if I have an open night tonight. Yeah, something on the list. I know Randy's always does. He's always got stuff for Randy. He was putting everything back in the garage after the game yesterday after a rummage sale over there. See more stuff in Walmart in their driveway. A walk issued to Bryce Liedel. This one is now at first and second base. And second baseman Trevor Roberts steps to the plate. He flew out to right field. A pretty well hit ball, but a nice play by Wyatt Paul to chase it down out in right center field. Man, they had a nice, very nice high school season too. I'm sure we'd see them at the state tournament. They've had some seasons there. You have to cover that. They won about 3-4 years ago when they made it to state. These players on that team. Look at the names, except there's a Krieger on the team. He's a pretty good pitcher. Athletic young man. Comes down to the dirt, gets to the screen. Runners advance to second and third base. Conrad Davis on the mound, the lefty. There's much pressure on you when you come in the ball game instead of inheriting a close ball game and bases loaded or something. You come in and it's 15-0. It was actually 12-0 when he came out. On leading on your new medical integrated healthcare scoreboard, bringing you the game from the Waupun Equipment Company broadcast booth, which is a table underneath the canopy down the third base line, or first base line here in the Green Lake. Backhanded stop by Braden Sanders, throws it across the field and gets the out. That does bring a run in, and Markesan on the board now, 15-1. Nice play by Braden Sanders. Always these swings look easier than what they are. It's easy to do that and then throw it all the way across the field, but he did it. An RBI for Roberts on that play. The runner advances to third base. The big guy, Gavin Gilbertson, their first baseman, left-handed hitter, cleanup batter. At the plate right now. Strike one on the first pitch into him. He grounded out to second base. His last at bat. One pitch. Misses. Makes the count 1-1. Gavin, a football player. You having a football player? I would hope he would have. He's a big man. Oh, okay. College at Ripon College baseball. Got a decent little program over there. My son went to play tennis over at Ripon College for a few years before he moved on. But the couple of years that he had over at Ripon College. 1-2 to count on Gavin. Pitched some high heat, and that one's going to miss. He's now 2-2. So the runner sitting out there at third base for Gavin. They would love to get him across the plate. Just like I said, with nothing else, getting a little momentum going into the rest of the tournament. Big strike zone up there. Right now, Conrad missed it the last couple times and makes it a full count. 3-2 the count on Gavin Gilbertson. 2 down. Runner at third base. 15-1. Post 210. And a fastball, and they're going to say missed on that one. If he thought he had him all rung up on the fastball, but let it go. Good eyes there by Gavin. Got himself a walk. Runners at the corners. Another batter coming in now for Carson Davis. Looks like Carson Davis to you? Okay, it's getting a at-bat here in the ball game. Pitch to him, swings and fouls it back. Good to see our Carson come back. Carson Bressler. I don't know if he's done for the weekend or not. I'll have to talk with his dad. What's going on with Carson? The top two pitchers on the team. And the other one, well, it's understandable too. He's on vacation in Honduras. First time I've heard that as a vacation destination, for the Honduras. I'm sure they're having a good time. Pitch, a called strike. 1-2 the count, 2 down. Runners at the corners for Markesan. 1 run in, but they trail Waupun 15-1 here in the bottom of the 3rd inning on your new medical integrated healthcare scoreboard. And the shadows from the planes going right above us, right on their flight path. And then he gets beamed on the 1-2 pitch. So runners on every base right now for Markesan, and that will bring up Jaden Walker, left fielder. Fastball, and that is hit up the middle, and that's going to score a couple runs for. No, just 1 run comes in. Good job by Jaden White. Some good wheels there to get to the ball in a hurry to keep that 2nd run from coming in, but a run does cross home plate again for Markesan, now trailing 15-2. He's hit right up the middle by Jaden Walker. Josh Baining up to bat. Healthy cut at the first pitch in. He walked and got stuck at first base back in the 2nd inning. He's batter of the inning now for Markesan. Bases loaded. Fastball and a called strike. Puts the count at 0-2. Couple walks, couple base hits. Given up by Conrad Davis here in the inning. Here's the 0-2 pitch. It was a little low and away. 1-2 the count. Bases loaded for Markesan. Here comes the 1-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. Took a little off that one. A little movement on the ball and a strikeout for Conrad. That is his first strikeout. Does give up 2 hits and 2 walks and a couple runs in the inning, but after 3 complete, scores 15-2 in favor of post 210, top of the 4th. Coming your way right after this on The Source.
It's Jeep Freedom Days at Holman Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram in Waupun and Ripon. A new 2021 Jeep Wrangler Unlimited Sahara. Yours for only $49,990. A new 2021 Jeep Compass Altitude 4x4. Yours for only $30,240. A new 2021 Jeep Renegade Latitude 4x4. Yours for only $26,538. Check out our great selection at HomanAuto.com. We want to make you feel at home at Holman Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram in Ripon and Waupun.
Plus tax, title, and dealer service fee, subject to approved credit.
At Jimmy John's, we don't make sandwiches. We make the sandwich of sandwiches. We use fresh veggies because we don't hate salads. We just feel bad for them. We make our sandwiches exactly how you want because you're the one who's eating it. And we bake bread all day, every day because stale bread isn't bread. It's croutons. Sandwich history is written by the victors. Good thing we have legible handwriting. Jimmy John's, the sandwich of sandwiches. Order pickup or delivery on the app.
Jimmy John's, 108 Washington Avenue, Waupun.
Welcome back here to Green Lake and Ben Oakey Field as you've been watching this contest between Markesan and Waupun post 210. Markesan is post 282. Just giving you a quick update here. Obviously, you are listening to the AM 1170 broadcast coming across from Steve Winterhack. Apologize for the static. Again, the best that I can do to make sure that this is matching with the video is tapping into a radio, and we could not find a high-quality radio with a decent antenna to pick up the signal from AM 1170, and neither one can't pick up either one of the FM stations. So we're getting the best that you can from the broadcast. You can see every once in a while in the scoreboard shaking a little bit. That's because it's a little bit windy here, and the wind has been shifting back and forth, blowing out to right now, but it has come blowing into behind home plate as well, so it's been shifting there. Thank goodness for the breeze and sitting underneath this canopy. You were listening to Steve talk about the top two pitchers, Carson Bresser, and then the one is that Cole Hicken, who is also on vacation. And I want to give a shout out to Tom Holt, who's watching from Baraboo. Thank you, Tom. Cole Hicken's grandpa. And it's great. Cole Hicken's other grandparents are sitting here underneath the canopy to provide that support for Post 210. There's a base hit up to between third and short for Wyatt Paul. That is going to be the 15th hit of the game so far for Waupun. They only have us listed down for one strikeout and one base on balls, but we know that we've also had the hit by pitch. So if you could also let me know where you are listening from here on Facebook, just post us. Let us know. Let us know who you're cheering for. If you want to know, let us know where you're watching from. If you're actually at the Diamond, it would be interesting to know if you are watching on the live stream as well. Or if you are out on watching it on YouTube, please post in the chat where you're watching and listening from and who's your favorite player. Doesn't matter to me if you're listening and cheering for Markesan as well. Right now with the 15-2 lead here in the top of the fourth, 10-run rule would be in effect going into the bottom of the fifth inning, which would certainly be beneficial for Waupun. Wyatt Paul's going to take off and see if he can get there, and he's standing up, makes the stolen base. Carson's mom is watching. Go Post 210. That's great to hear. Thanks, Deb. I appreciate that. We miss having Carson here. I've loved watching your son play in baseball, and watched him play the one football game that I also did the live stream for. And obviously did not see him play hockey. That's what I was doing the winter broadcast for. But Carson, one hell of an athlete, is going to be a great asset to UW Whitewater program. So thanks for the shout out there. So once again, I'm going to go back to AM 1170's broadcast and hope that you can enjoy the live stream. Good hit there first before we go back. That's going to be a nice single hit out into left. Wyatt Paul with good wheels. He's going to turn around third, and he's going to head in. And Evan Sauer is going to get another RBI and a hit here in this game. Sauer now with his third hit of the game and his second RBI. We'll be back. Here's the AM 1170 broadcast with Steve Winterhack.
I do know how to turn on the electricity now so we have power. I learned how to figure that one out myself. Yes, I don't want to, yeah. I did have some help from Markesan fans here came and he made sure that there was electricity coming through that output after I flipped the switch, and he said that, yeah, that took the breaker, so yeah, you got some electricity in there now. Because I'm doing the only skill that I have is being an announcer. I can't fix anything, I can't build anything. I lose my voice. I'm totally useless to anybody, except for doing the laundry. So, yeah, cut the grass, doing maintenance stuff around the house. Hard hit ball right at the shortstop. Good job by Bryce Legal. Throws it to first and doubles up Waupun. Nice hard hit off the bat of Waupun's Austin Weiss. He got one of those hard hit balls right at somebody, and jumping up, grabbing it as Bryce Legal fires the first to get the double play. Bryce, all-state player for this season, high school baseball season. Okay. It's a proud tradition of sports over there. A lot of really good girls basketball and volleyball teams, some very good football teams over there. I covered them at state about 3-4 years ago. It's a proud tradition of sports over in Markesan. Your assistant coach out there, you can't have seeds in Waupun because they have the artificial turf there, but you can have them here in Green Lake on the real turf. Hit on the ground and picked up by first baseman Gilbertson. A race to first, and you definitely don't want to bang into him, but he got there first. Good job by Gilbertson to scoop it up and get the out at first base. Well, I'm not sure the umpires are questioning something, but it looked like he clearly got there ahead of the runner. So he is He is out. So that's it. Waupun's threat here. The first inning they have not scored, sitting up by, of course they did score. They scored 1 run, 16-2 after that leadoff single by Wyatt Paul, and then an RBI single by Evan Sauer. They score 1. 16-2 now is the lead for Waupun after 3.5 innings, and I'll be back with more of this ball game coming your way right after this on The Source.
It's Jeep Freedom Days at Holman Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram in Waupun and Jeep Freedom Days at Holman Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram in Waupun and Ripon. A new 2021 Jeep Wrangler Unlimited Sahara. Yours for only $49,990. A new 2021 Jeep Compass Altitude 4x4. Yours for only $30,240. A new 2021 Jeep Renegade Latitude 4x4. Yours for only $26,538. Check out our great selection at HolmanAuto.com. We want to make you feel at home at Holman Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram in Ripon and Waupun.
Plus tax, title, and dealer service fees, subject to approved credit.
Sue Vanderberg from Eye to Eye Coordinators downtown Waupun says now is the time for a policy review. She'd be happy to sit with you to take a look at your current life insurance, long-term care insurance, and annuities. Sue can help you understand what you currently have and if there are any better options for you. Sue can also help you with your Medicaid application and assist you with your 401k and IRA rollovers. Solidify your future now by calling Sue Vanderberg at Eye to Eye Coordinators in downtown Waupun at 920-324-3328. Steve Witterhack in Green Lake, and Waupun well in control, getting another run. 6 runs in the first inning, 6 runs in the second, 3 runs in the third inning, and now just added another run in the fourth inning. A lot of cords in front of me. Every spot just about is filled up on my power strip. The wind is a bit, I just mentioned, all of a sudden, boom, we got a lot of wind here. It looks like Brock Strax up to bat number 8 in the batting order to face Conrad Davis. (16-2) lead for Waupun, bottom of the fourth inning. Number 8, 9, and 1 in the batting order. Stratus coming up for Markesan in the inning, and down in the dirt, and a swing and a miss by Strax. Puts him down in the count 0-2. Scott, Amy, Gale, Don, Eunice, your crew over at House to Home Properties. You're selling your house, looking to buy one. They can take care of all the difficult stuff with that and the biggest purchase of your life. Swing and a miss on the next pitch in. And Strax goes down swinging for out number 1. We'll bring up the catcher, Caleb Stoll. All their agents there have a lot of experience around the Waupun area, inside town and outside of town. They know it well, and put rapport with everybody out there. They can take care of all the running around and all the paperwork you need. You're going to have when you buy or sell a house. So at House to Home Property, Scott, Amy, Gail, Don, and Eunice over there can take care of that for you. Give them a call at 324-5200. Or stop in their office at 314 East Main Street in Waupun. Call strike in the next pitch in the Stoll. Good luck to Post 210 from House to Home Property. One of the many sponsors of Legion Baseball, which is a proud tradition. I remember as a kid going to some of the tournaments, traveling to see Legion Baseball. They have hosts of Legion Post 210 has supported the baseball team for many years. A lot of success over the years. Chase went down in the dirt, and that's going to be picked up, and a throw down to first base after that strikeout. So 2 batters, a couple strikeouts. Nice job by Evan Sauer. You pick up the ball, you get a better angle over to first base, and you get the out over at first. Jaeger Yankee. That's how you say it. Jaeger Yankee. Okay. Confirmed. Getting his first at-bat of the ball game. 16-2 Waupun, bottom of the fourth inning. 2 outs. Heat there from Conrad Davis. A little pop in that pitch. He'll make the ball move a little bit too. Been pretty impressive. The guy doesn't get a lot of time on the mound for Waupun. This one is taken past second base, diving attempt by Austin Weiss. And a 2-out single by
Again, Jaeger Yankee. The runner at first base, and Bryce Liedl steps to the plate. So far in the game, has been walked both times. He's crossed home plate once. Pitching to him is hit high in the air out towards center field. Jaden White coming in and hauls it in for the out. One base hit, one runner stranded, 2 strikeouts. Nobody scores, and after 4 complete, here in Green Lake, it is Waupun leading 16-2. We'll be back with the top of the 5th inning right after this on The Source.
Welcome back to Green Lake and Ben Oakey Field. You've been listening to the AM 1170 broadcast with Steve Winterhack. Just trying to give an update here as I would give you the live stream commentary when I have an opportunity to do so. So I have that opportunity right now. My apologies as I was messing around here to see what's going on with some of the outputs here. Not seeing this output that I expect to see, so I apologize for that. So not sure exactly if my sound is coming across as I expect it to be, but doing a little bit of testing here, seeing if it is finally getting to the point where I want it to be coming across. So again, you're at Ben Oakey Field. You are listening to Jeff Sauer on Jeff's live stream and the AM 1170 broadcast. 16-2 is your score here in the top of the 5th inning. So Waupun in control of this contest between Markesan post 282 and Waupun post 210. First pitch coming in and hit by pitch. Trying to see if they've added some new players in. That's Trent Ferris who's going to get hit by a pitch. This is huge for Waupun as they have the opportunity here now to earn the advancement into the championship game for tomorrow and not worry about having to play again tonight. So that's a fantastic opportunity for Waupun. Ferris is going to take off on the pass ball while pitch. He's going to get in. I'm sure that you can hear some of the wind that's taking place here also with this broadcast. So every once in a while it's coming blowing in here. It's going to be hit on the ground. Sorry about that. I guess he caught that ball. Didn't see that. And then Trent gets doubled up over at second base. For the second out. Brings up to bat now Jaden White. So Fromholtz with that little short pop-up. And Trent Ferris got caught not getting back to base in time, thinking that it was going to be a hit. Hit down the line to third base side. Jaden White, once again, that is his 4th hit of the game with 5 at-bats. So Jaden has been hot. Going to bring you back to the AM 1170 broadcast while I do some figuring out here why I'm not getting quite the broadcast sound that I would like. We'll be back.
Like I said, hitting the ball hard. Hitting it where they ain't, I guess, so far in the tournament. They're trying to get things going with 2 down on the board. Waupun scored every inning except for this one. 16-2 on your new medical integrated healthcare scoreboard. Pitch down to the dirt. Braden Sanders has been hit by pitches a couple times. Did have a double. He's 1 for 2 in the ball game. Center field back in the first inning. This is on the next pitch. I guess we can take the heat here. A little wind. It's better than having a torrential downpour, which you can get on these humid, hot days up in the 90s. You get close to that. Walk issued to Braden Sanders. Look at the icy hot out in the lower back area. A couple times back there. Second one maybe not as bad as the first one. That one rubbed her down a little bit. We'll bring up Noah Garrett. He's there with a hot bat. Single and a double so far in the ball game. This one foul out of play over on the first base side. Wyatt Paul awaiting on deck. Should Waupun hang on to this double-digit lead, 16-2, and set down Markesan to the bottom of the 5th inning. It'll just be a 5-inning game here. And so on mound, Jaden Walker. Was their left fielder before. This pitch is swung on, fouled out of play. Again on the first base side, off the bat of Garrison. His next pitch again is a pop in the air towards first base, and looks like Gavin Gilbertson, the first baseman, will get underneath it. Squeeze it, brings it in to get the third out. Waupun comes up empty. There was a player hit by a pitch, a walk, and also a base hit by Jaden White. And after 4.5 innings, Waupun now leading 16-2, and I'll be back. We up right after this commercial break with the bottom half of inning number 5 here at Green Lake, right by their Legion Hall.
You were listening to Steve Winterhack on AM 1170's broadcast as trying to set up a decent partnership with Nick Rush and Steve Winterhack, trying to work and see if we can come up with some way that we can do I can do the live stream to expand their opportunities for video broadcasting as well as getting the professional announcing. And I can pick up some tips as well on learning how to be more successful with broadcasting, which is one of my little hobbies that I enjoy doing right now. So as you are listening to this live stream, it's 16-2 here going into the bottom of the 5th. As long as Waupun is able to maintain a 10-run lead, that's going to do it here in this contest between post 210 and 282. And the winner will be advancing to the championship game tomorrow. Now, it's kind of a semi-championship game because you have to lose twice to be eliminated from the tournament. So one of the teams is going to come in with a loss and the other one will not. So the game is scheduled for 1 o'clock tomorrow. We will be here again for that live stream, assuming that we'll be able to have the power on. Part of the reason why we were late on the broadcast, not only because the game went long, but we could not find anybody who was willing to provide us with some assistance to turn on the power. And we were asking over and over, and we could not get any assistance, which is just amazing to me that if you're the host team and you've got somebody coming here to help provide with some free advertisement for your post 306 and to advertise about how great your facility is inside there, it is just amazing. But then we couldn't get the support and help that we needed to make sure that we could get the live stream going here. As you know, every one of these cameras that we got, I got 2 of them up and running, and a computer and a soundboard. All of that takes power, and without a flip of a switch to give us some electricity, we were unable to get everything situated and set up here for today's broadcast. So the same situation happened for Steve Winterhack for AM 1170. He could not, and he was providing the professional broadcast. He could not get them to turn on the power here. So we've got an extension cord running all the way down from the dugout. That's the only power that is available for us. And I'm sitting down here at the end of the fence down the first base side. Good hit there right up the middle for Markesan. Puts their first runner on with nobody out. Conrad Davis still on the mound for Waupun. It's good to see that Waupun still has pitching deep into their lineup for the future next year, as Conrad really played for the Junior Legion, and once their season was over, he was able to come up for the Senior Legion. So good, strong lefty to go along with Mason Holz, who's also a lefty and played for the Junior Legion in the championship game, losing to Beaver Dam after being undefeated coming into that game. They beat Beaver Dam the first time and then lost to them the second time to give Beaver Dam the chance to advance to the Junior Legion State Tournament. Good pitch there by Davis. Going back to the AM 1170 broadcast, so thank you again for listening to this live stream. We appreciate it, and we'll be back towards the end of the game.
Off the blue one right next to us. Swift with the can't. He's definitely picking up and then getting plunked is Gavin Gilbertson. No, I can see Gavin from a mile away. And Gilbertson hit by a pitch. Which runners at first and second. And that'll bring up Carson Davis to the plate. I think all our sponsors, really a community of Waupun, really gets behind the baseball here, the American Legion Baseball. It's a great fan base that we have for the high school team, but there's something a little different, and people love to travel around and watch the Legion team. And getting the ball off to Weiss over at second base. The line drive to him. Tried to double up the runner over at second, but he got back in time. So a line out to second base over to Austin Weiss. 1 out on the board, runner still at first and second base. And the pitcher, Jaden Walker, stepping to the plate now. He's had a single back in the 3rd inning. Also struck out in the game. Started his day out in left field. Called him in pitch. Pitched the last few innings for Markesan.
Get there.
It's popped in the air in short right field, and Austin Weiss backpedaling onto the grass and gets it and catches it, and all the way over at first base watching him double him up is Gavin Gilbertson in double play. A little miscommunication maybe with popped up ball, and kind of looking at his first base coach over there. But Waupun will win this ball game 16-2 in 5 innings and move on to play at 1 o'clock tomorrow. This outing here by post 210. They started out strong with those 6 runs in the first inning, 6 in the second, and 11 hits in the first 2 innings alone. For the batting order, both of those innings and then some. I'm going to take a break, and we're going to come back and look at the game. This could be a few numbers and wrap things up from Green Lake. Again, Waupun 16-2 victors over Markesan. Markesan will be playing the next game here at 4 o'clock or 4:30 or so against Ripon. Loser the game will be done, and the winner will take on Waupun at 1 o'clock tomorrow. Back to the postgame show right after this on The Source.
Welcome back to Ben Oakey Field here in Green Lake, as you just watched the Waupun post 210 Wild Turkeys take out Markesan post 282 and move Markesan with their first loss now out into the losers bracket. They're going to be taking on Ripon here starting at 4 o'clock today. We had planned just to be set up for that just in case Waupun didn't do the job that they were expected to do, but they did. So they will be playing again in the championship game, now potential championship game, starting at 1 o'clock tomorrow as an undefeated team. They'll be taking on the winner of the next game that's going to be coming up here at 4 o'clock. So Waupun did their job, got through into tomorrow's contest exactly as they would like, taking one more step towards the state tournament that'll be held in Denmark. we'll be here for the broadcast tomorrow at 1 o'clock. Assuming, again, that we can make sure that the power is active so that we're not wasting our time running around. We can't do much if the computers and cameras and soundboard are not powered up. So hopefully somebody from Green Lake will be here for Post 306 to make sure that they would be gracious hosts and make sure that they would have everything set up for us to be able to bring the broadcast, as this is free advertising for them as well. So I would hope that they would provide us with the opportunity to make sure that we are connected. Just a couple of final numbers here. The final score was 16-2. Waupun, 17 hits, 16 RBIs, 2 walks, 1 strikeout. I had 6 hit by pitches. Doubles in the game, Noah Gerritsen, Braden Sanders, and Tyler Fromholtz. Total bases, hit by pitch, I've got Sanders twice, Ferris twice, Fromholtz. So that's 2, 4, 5. Stain Stelsel and Conrad Davis. So that's 7 hit by pitches. Wyatt Paul with a stolen base. Jaden White, Tyler Fromholtz, and Evan Sauer with a stolen base. And only 1 error for the Post 210 Wild Turkeys, Noah Gerritsen. Had one eat him up on the dirt here. So pitching-wise, Conrad Davis, 3 1/3 innings, gave up 3 hits and gave up the 2 runs, 3 walks, 3 strikeouts. Tyler Fromholtz pitched an inning and 2/3, gave up 1 walk, no hits, no runs, and 2 strikeouts. So a total of 5 strikeouts in the game. For Markesan, they had 3 hits and 2 RBIs, 4 walks, 5 strikeouts, and then scored those 2 runs. Roberts, Walker, and Yankee were the ones that had 3 singles, and hit by pitch was Davis and Gilbertson. So again, the Wild Turkeys from Post 210 advancing to the championship game tomorrow at 1 o'clock here from Ben Olkey Field in Green Lake. The host, Post 306, will provide us with the action that we need hopefully to bring this broadcast to you tomorrow. So thanks again for listening to the live stream. We appreciate it. Take care, and God bless.